Welcome to Required Welcome to Required Taste Podcast. I think that's the first time I've ever done that.
That's
Holy
impressive,
shit.
man.
Why'd you yell at everybody like it was their fault?
I don't know. I don't even want to finish it now after doing that.
You want me to do it?
Welcome, you sons of bitches.
This isn't a Patreon, dude.
We're back.
Stop making eye contact with me.
Yeah, welcome to Required Taste Podcast. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
Do you have a damn a don't?
Yeah, that was impressive. That was
a fumble.
that took some doing.
You had an hour of sentences that happened before this.
See, we warmed up a little too long.
Yeah, apparently we did. Well, I guess that's what happens when we record on like a Saturday or something, because we don't have we're not in our normal rush.
Yeah,
like we are during the week, so we can actually like kind of ease into the episode. But yeah, that was a bad intro, man.
Yeah, that was
shame.
Yeah, that was.
We found the new button.
Yeah, you should have did the fucking horn thing right there.
You're right.
If you would have hit that while I was fucking up, I just would have left. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. Yes, welcome to Required Taste Podcast. If you're new to the podcast, we are history, mystery, music. We are the Required Taste serious history, unserious host. That's our thing. That's what we do. This is a very unserious episode, so I hope you guys are in for a real treat if you couldn't tell by that intro. But yeah, if you're new to the podcast, we do episodes once every 2 weeks now. We used to do it every week. We have a bunch of old episodes, so go ahead, check those out. Follow, like, subscribe, the usuals that people always tell you to do, but do them though. We actually do have more followers. Again, I checked the numbers today. Pretty good. We're doing pretty good. So, if you're a new follower, we appreciate it. Hope you enjoy our content. Make sure you leave us a review too, by the way. So you followed us, review us too. We have reviews all over the place. So also, I still don't think anybody's reviewed us on Apple. We have a lot of followers on Apple and nobody reviewed it. So
Steve Jobs from beyond the grave, that son of a bitch, he's preventing it.
Yeah, probably. So
turtlenecks are dumb.
There's a lot of heat in the neck. Oh man. So yeah, if you're a return listener though, we appreciate you sticking with us. We actually are in our 4th year now. This is our 4-year anniversary now.
Entered year 4.
Yeah, I forgot that we started April now. So.
You stumbled into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. Tripped into it. Yeah.
My favorite part of recording is how nice I am to DJ before we hit the record button, and then it's just out for blood.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just a switch.
That's very fair.
Fucking Jekyll and Hyde.
It really is.
So if you're a return listener, we've stuck around now for 4 years. You've stuck around now for 4 years, so we do appreciate that. Hope y'all are doing well, enjoying this, whatever that weather is out there. Dude, I was sick for like 2 weeks, man. I still have a cough, man.
Dude,
it
looks like it's sick outside.
It sucks.
It's been wild out there.
Yeah, after the weeks that we got.
Yeah.
Like if there's a continuation of winter, it'd be one thing. But when you get a break in between, it makes this much worse.
Indeed.
The drive home last night was wild.
I wasn't driving last night, so I don't know.
Either.
I couldn't tell. I was in bed by like 9 though.
Crazy lightning, I know that.
It was raining sideways, crazy lightning, wind, heavy rain. I was on the way back from the city.
Well, dude, your car weighs like 2 pounds.
Yeah, dude, it's like driving a Pepsi can.
Yeah, it would take.
We're gonna talk about that.
It would take 2 seconds for you to turn into Dorothy.
We were talking about it driving. Chaz was like, "Please don't crash. Like, don't crash." I was like, "I have no control."
I was gonna say, I don't know that you have a choice,
buddy.
I don't know that you have a choice in that equation.
How about you drive next time?
Right, honestly though. Still kind of mad you went to Ramen-san though, man. I might go next week actually. I've been heavily thinking about it.
We were at the Concord, and right down the street is Demo's Pizza. And that's typically where we go if we go to Sub T, anywhere near the Wicker Park area. Demo's is open late as fuck. You can get a slice, and it's always good fucking pizza. But we're talking to Jacob, and we're like, we're gonna leave a little early. We're just ready to go, hungry. We're gonna stop at Demo's. He's like, oh, dude, they moved Demo's location.
I didn't know that.
And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, it's not there anymore.
How dare they?
Dude, no. What? But that inevitably led us to Ramen-san.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like, because there's like, 4 or 5 of them in the city? Like, so you're always kind of by one?
Yeah, we ended up going to Fulton Park Market.
Oh, the one that we used to go to?
Yeah, we went over there. And, dude, it was super quick, too. Like, it was packed in there.
Sure.
But we knew what we wanted pretty much, like, going in. And then, I swear, it was like we were there maybe 40 minutes.
Oh, not bad.
You know, just like in and out, ate, and then just went home.
Sure.
Perfect though. But then it was also an insane fucking storm driving home. So
yeah,
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about going there next week actually for some. It's been a while, so
yeah,
it's time.
I recommend it.
I do believe it's time. Anyways, so yeah, if you're completely off track there, this is gonna be a long episode, so I hope you guys are in for one, for a comfortable seat because
buckle in like you're in DJ's car.
Yes. And hope for the best
in a monsoon with DJ driving while squinting.
Indeed.
Hey, I'm here.
You zeroed in on part of the problem. Anyway.
So yeah, we're gonna cover a lot of different things today, so it's gonna be a good one. But like I said, it's gonna be a very unserious episode. We're gonna talk about some historical stuff, but it's all stupid. It's all some of this is there's one like serious thing that happens in one of my stories. The rest of it completely goofed off. But as per usual, though, for those that are a returning listener, you know we're gonna do a little bit of a warm up. As you've heard, we already started it. So, but we start off with a question sometimes. And this week, the question is brought to you by Ben. What's up?
Rage.
Okay.
So the question I'm posing to both of you, and I'll go first so you can continue having some time to think this over, is something. What is something, the thing, either by sight or sound or smell, that is completely unacceptable while standing in line somewhere? And the reason I bring it up is because I found out what mine was today. I used to have a number one, and that was hearing you breathe. If you sounded, well, specifically if you sounded like an iron lung in the winter, I hated you. But today was the gas station down the road, and it is, this is the unluckiest Monster I've ever had because I quit drinking Monster. And as you guys know, I quit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have one today. I'm going to break the streak. I'm going to have one today just because I got a taste for it and everything. So I did. I wish I never got it. And because the guy behind me, something I'd never experienced before, the guy behind me is standing in line, smacking his fucking lips like he's chin deep in a peanut butter jar and everything. And I turn around and I look at this guy and he's got the other thing I hate. And that's the hoodie with the shorts. You're either cold or you're warm.
Oh, you mean the white boy summer fit?
Yeah. And then I look closer, and I'm sorry here, DJs, but he's got that neck tattoo. He looks like the poster child for a work release program, and a solitary neck tattoo, not the continuation of work like you have here. You're a functional delinquent. And
it's true though. It's true.
And he's just smacking his lips the entire time. I thought it was his feet tapping. That's how loud it was.
Oh God.
Like Winnie the Pooh going after honey and everything. And I just blood curdling rage.
Yeah. It's
You know, one of the you've reminded me of two incidents. I had an answer for you, then I remembered something else that pissed me off one day.
Was it Winnie the Pooh?
It was not. But never mind. That cannot be on the internet. But anyways, had a thought like, can't say that one on the internet. Oh man, but yeah. So my line thing is if I'm in line at the gas station and the person in front of me is always lotto tickets.
Oh,
that will piss me clean the fuck off.
You've seen what I post about lotto tickets. I am right there with you.
Yeah, that's one of those that piss me off. But the other one that pisses me off that you reminded me of, that's like one of my pet peeves I kind of just don't think about until it happens in front of me. When you're on a plane, right? And you land, right? And then everybody starts standing the fuck up. Oh, dude, where the fuck are you going? Like, we have to wait for them to open a door.
It's going to be like 20 minutes.
Man, people to grab their luggage. and then this son of a fucking bitch. So I will never forget this. I was flying back from North Carolina. I'm sitting in my seat, and the dude in front of me had his seat all the way back and shit. So the stewardess comes up. She's like, hey, move your shit up because we're taking off. You know how they have to have a seat the upright position, whatever the fuck. So he gives her kind of guff about it. Then he stands up, standing in the aisle, and he has gas apparently. So this dude's over there fucking light this plate up with flatulence. So he is the worst of a person. You're an airplane stander, and you're gassy.
Yeah.
I hate you with everything about me. Every ounce of my being hopes that he has 4 flat tires when he got to his car.
Yeah, when I'm emperor of the world, there's not gonna be so many lines for things.
fair enough. There's a joke in there.
Oh yeah. Straight to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, pissed me off, man. But yeah, like because there's always people that come from the back of the plane trying to get up to the front, like because they're in a rush apparently. Like, dude, sit your ass down. Like, we all have to wait, like I said, at least 20 minutes for them to, like, everything to cool down, whatever the fuck. They got to get the door attached and stuff. So, like, there's things that are still have to be done. And you're standing in the aisle like a freaking dickhead, just jamming the whole thing up.
Dude, something happens to certain people when they get on a plane. I don't know what it is, or just some sort of public form of transportation.
Sure. I have a theory on this. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. It was going to be more rambling.
But yeah, I think it's a lot of people, when you're trapped in a small space like that and you want release, you're going to look for like the most obvious quick access to get ahead. So people are looking to like the prelims to that.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's probably some.
So if someone can think, oh, if I sit here and I stand up at this time, I'll be able to get the first out, and I'll get out. I'll beat the rush. It's always I'll beat the rush. It's the same thing like when you're getting off the exit and people don't do the zipper formation. You always have three or four people
again, straight to jail.
Because they're like, I can just get by real quick. There's going to be a lane open. There's always a hole open or someone. But in reality, they're holding everything else longer,
No, right.
But I think it's what happens when you get too many people in a small space,
See, and I always find the person that's actually that's slowing down because I'm trying to merge, and we end up going the same speed.
Dude, nobody knows the zipper. I don't get it.
I don't understand. Like, you're on the highway, that means you're this speed. I'm on the on-ramp, that means I'm this speed.
Yeah. It's not hard to either drift before or after somebody coming off the exit. It's really fucking not.
It's a very simple equation.
I also remember something else that bounced me off flying, actually. I mean, you guys know I used to travel a lot. Like, I was always on a plane going somewhere, and I've noticed things about people. Airplane clappers. Why the fuck are you clapping that we landed, dude? I get it. Okay, we landed safely. That's dope. Just thank the pilot on your way out. Like, hey, dude, thanks for flying the plane like it's your job, because it is. That's neat.
That's one of those things you would have thought would go away after 9/11 as being like insensitive. When you think, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like culturally speaking.
Sure.
It's, I don't know. To me, that's one of those things you would think would like disappear.
If you ever clapped on an airplane when the flight landed, send us an email at bartastepodcast@gmail.com.
I will judge you.
Yeah.
I will read your email aloud on air and then judge you for it. Actually, I'll save that for a Patreon, actually. That would be a good Patreon episode of us reading emails from
that could be a fun 30 minutes.
I can do it. Good. I'm here for it, man.
What do you got, DJ?
So I got two, because the gas station by my house is basically across from my high school, and it's in the hood. So you get like the worst kind of people in line there. Aaron knows it's like, and the one that's closer to.
I was like, I know where you live, motherfucker.
So like it's like the other side of Gary.
I live with him though.
Oh, well,
and so when I live with him, I went to the gas station all the time, so I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, dude. So like if you go there during school year, when people are in school, and on a Friday, anywhere from 2 o'clock to like 4 o'clock, dude. Like good fucking luck not getting harassed by somebody on your way in. Some kid asking you to buy them a cigarillo, or let me borrow $1, or hey, can you give me a Pepsi in there? Like just dumb shit like that. But my number one pet peeve, I think, is someone being on speakerphone.
That's just. I mean, yes.
Straight to jail.
But that's a universal one for me.
Yeah, and at the gas station,
restaurants, bars, line,
anywhere,
any of it.
And at the gas station I go to, typically it's always somebody arguing or also taking somebody's order on the phone while they're like, okay, let me. What do you want? What kind of cigarettes you want? Let me get a pack of whatever, and then they'll do everything, and they'll tell them the price. They'll be like, oh yeah, and also and they'll add on like 3 more things. And then I think the worst incident I ever had was Walmart. Like Walmart,
well,
obviously, but I was in line.
Now we're just in a different solar system. And something all its own.
And the dude was in front of me, but
Isley.
He had a shopping cart.
Yes,
scum and villainy.
They will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah, miss the Walmart people compilation videos. They don't make those anymore.
Well, because we don't have 24-hour Walmart anymore.
Yeah.
They took it away from us, bastards.
All the gremlins went back into hiding. Yeah.
All the bridge people.
But dude, this dude was in line and he had a full shopping cart full of stuff, but he had a bag of wings that he had bought. You could buy whatever hot food, and he was eating them.
Oh, public eaters,
licking his fingers and saying chomping.
It was probably the guy.
Chomping his lips, bro.
I probably found the guy.
And legitimately, there's people ahead of him, so he would grab his cart with his palms and push it. And now he also has to take items from his cart and put them onto the fucking grocery thing. So what does this dude do after eating the bag? Before he gets in line, he takes the bag, folds it, put it in his pocket, and wipes his hands like this, and then starts grabbing items and putting it in the shopping thing. Dude, I didn't even buy what I was going to buy. I was like, that's it. My shit's going to touch that belt? Fuck you. Nope. I will do the self-scan. It won't even touch the.
That guy hasn't seen a paycheck since 1992.
Oh my God, dude. That was just listening to it, and everybody around it was like, I think somebody was waiting for a hero. Somebody was waiting for someone to go up to him and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Just no home training.
But also at the same time,
spear him.
When a guy's got sticky fingers like that, you don't want to fucking,
This is true.
You don't want to get...
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't want to touch any of these people.
Yeah.
So it's like this weird moment of you just got to sit there. And you just got to either walk away, which is what I did, or just watch in horror.
Yeah, you feel dirty like a stripper.
Defenseless, yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Except you're the one looking.
It doesn't matter anything I had accomplished in life or anything. Doesn't matter what status I've earned or whatever. I had to sit there and watch this man do this for at least a few minutes before I made the decision. I'm a grown-ass man. And I'm going to walk away from this.
Right. I can walk away from the whole thing.
I don't have to stand for this.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, that was the worst incident ever. But yeah, speakerphone people and...
yeah, I mean, that's just universal. That's not even in line. Just like if you're on speakerphone in a restaurant, there's a reason you're by yourself.
Speakerphone and the music playing is
I hate that
too. Dude, music in a national park or state park or any kind of hiking trail.
Yeah.
It should be legal to kick those people right into a crevice. Yeah. Just right into a fucking crevice. I fucking hate them. Old Faithfuls, whatever feeds Old Faithful should be filled with those people. Actually, it should be legal to prop those sons of bitches onto Old Faithful and jettison them until they learn some damn manners.
Yeah.
And it will wash them because they're obviously not washed.
Absolutely. The beavers don't want to hear your fucking bullshit music. Nor do the moose. Nor do the bears. Oh, wait, we can feed them to bears.
I mean, both. We have a list of options at this point. You're just making options, really.
The beavers can make dams out of their body. Okay, I'm done.
The way you just said all that, I don't know why I thought about this. I'm like, Ben should write angry children's books.
Send us an email requirement. If you would like to have a book written by Ben, please reach out to us. We'll make it happen.
B is for Beaver Dam. As in the Beaver Dam was built by the bodies of the...
There's a picture of Ben in the corner of every page, just angry, yelling.
Just dance. There's a silhouette of him dance in front of you. Jeez, man. Yeah, we're going to sell that on our merch site. Pick up some merch, pick up t-shirts, stickers. The book written by Ben.
I don't hate it.
It's honestly, you might as well.
Yeah. Something to set your kids straight.
Say the ABCs for a good life.
Kids having a hard time learning the ABCs. Get them one of these.
Oh, yes. A is for amendments. C is for the Constitution.
A is for apples. How you like them apples?
Jeez.
B is for B. Be a man. Be a fucking man.
So today's topic, we're going to start off with is something that happened in the news recently, but I do want to talk about some other news recently too, because we have to talk about it. So much has happened since our last episode. We were 3 weeks from our last episode.
Crazy.
So
3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, we've gone to war and space. One is infinitely more exciting than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So
both reruns.
Dude.
It's the fucking, this is 60s all over again.
Literally, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Fucking crazy.
We finally got something good out of the 20th century this time around.
Yeah. But the good news is though the space part, and as the name I go by on the podcast, obviously Tech Daddy, I have to say something about this because it makes me laugh. So NASA obviously launched their shuttle in space, Artemis 2, which we did bring up briefly on a podcast. I think when we talked about Apollo 13, maybe I had brought it up in the beginning. That we were going to be, you
guys talked about one on a different one that I wasn't on because I was on the Apollo 13. I had no idea that you guys had talked about Artemis.
Yeah, because we definitely mentioned that Artemis is happening. So yeah, that thankfully did happen. They launched in space. Exciting. Nothing went wrong other than what we're talking about. So a few things went wrong.
Well, and having to wait since February,
right?
But I was so ready for that first one. It was February. It was Friday evening. Like, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Now it's Wednesday after. You sons of bitches.
So when they were launching into space, one of the astronauts had an issue with their Outlook, and it makes me fucking laugh. Because Microsoft is the fucking worst. Like I because of what I do for a living, I live off of Teams and Microsoft Outlook,
right?
And I hate them both. So Outlook had an issue where apparently there was 2 instances of it installed at the same time on this computer, so we couldn't use it. So after about an hour or two, tech support called them back hey, we figured it out.
They had to call tech support?
Yes, they called tech support from space.
What a time to be alive.
Right. Right. The irony of the whole thing for me, though, is the fact that when I was looking for a job a while ago, I actually applied for a job at NASA for their tech department.
I saw your post. I did not know that.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. I applied for a job at NASA.
Yeah, I had no idea.
They did not call me back.
I just keep thinking about them calling tech support, and they're like, please hold. And then, they just, I'd hold for, 7 fucking...
This is a very different Apollo 13.
Yes. Yes, it is.
There's no drama.
Yeah.
Except for Outlook.
Yeah.
But I saw a comment that somebody said about it. It's like, the reason why we went to space so often in the 60s and 70s was because Outlook wasn't invented yet. And I feel that in my fucking bones.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I told one of the managers at my job about it. It's like, yeah, man, Teams is literally nothing but a hindrance for human advancement. Dude, so right. He tells me that as we're using Teams. But good times. But then you said there was a toilet incident too. I knew that. I heard about it, but
I just read about it today, so I don't really know the veracity of it or the extent. But something about the little bit I did read was the toilet smells like it's burning, but everything's fine.
That's a hell of a sentence.
Right?
In space.
Burning what, though? That's...
Do what?
Like, what burning?
That
could be all kinds of smells, you know?
I imagine electrical, if you're going to smell anything up there.
And that's not good.
Yeah. Or that Canadian let something fly.
Or was that his nice way of saying it smells like god awful? Somebody just took the biggest fucking shit ever.
Yeah, the Canadian just shed a moose.
My nostrils are burning. Maybe that's what it smells like gasoline. I don't even know how that works.
Oh man, better not because U.S. will bomb it. Anywho. Oh, space. But yeah, so that's part of the news of the week, but from this past week. But I have to. This episode is kind of inspired by what happened with Kit Kat. So I'm scrolling Facebook on my lunch, right? And I'm going through my face, and I see a post from Domino's. Now, Domino's social media accounts are amazing. Whoever runs those needs a raise.
Really?
They are on point at all times. And so they made a post making fun of Kit Kat. I'm like, what did Kit Kat do? What's up?
It's worse.
Oh, fantastic.
So it says that they're having trouble. Where to go? It's an issue with dumping the waste out of the toilet, so jettisoning it into space.
Mm-hmm.
And so it appears to me that we probably have some frozen urine in the vent line. All that was a quote. And then down here, let's hear. Shortly after the attempt to expel some of the urine, Mission Control said the toilet was, quote, go, but for fecal use only.
Oh.
So a lot of standing piss. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're going to be pissing in bags.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Or at least until it gets figured out.
Dude, I just thought about something that is, oh God. So I just thought about that. So if you're ejecting poop into space, if that gets caught by some kind of type of gravity and then moves through space, there's a chance that in about 1 million years it might hit an alien civilization in the head. There's a chance that poop might land on an alien planet.
That's the most fucking ape shit
Yep.
ever
And
that you could ever do.
And you know what, though?
Do a galactic fucking handball of shit.
If it goes through the right atmosphere, it might also be on fire, completing the prank.
Call the fire department. This one's out of control.
I don't know what that's gonna sound like when they find him.
That's some alien finds a meteor in his fucking backyard and just reeks.
Wait! What was that? Joe Dirt! Joe Dirt!
Joe Dirt.
He was looking around that fucking turd and he thought it was an asteroid.
That is true.
We're gonna Joe Dirt.
I'm going home. I'm going home. That's all I need to do today.
We made that connection. Now that's it. That's it.
Some alien Joe Dirt.
Oh, jeez. I just imagine a fucking alien with a...
It's a tentacled hillbilly with a wig.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
Fantastic. Well, we made that connection today.
Yep.
That's the episode.
I'll be over here if you need me the rest of the episode.
Fantastic. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the episode, this episode's going to be completely unhinged. So welcome to an episode of that. So yeah, like I said, I was going to get into the Kit Kat thing. So Kit Kat had a heist that happened in Europe. So Kit Kat, part of Nestle, based in Europe, produced and what have you. So what I didn't realize was what it was that they stole. I knew they stole Kit Kats. I didn't know exactly what it was. So they stole 410,000 over that. I think it's like 413,000 special edition Kit Kats.
Special edition.
Yeah, so because the European Grand Prix is about to start, so for F1.
I was just going to make a Dale Earnhardt joke.
Fair enough. Still fast cars, different ones. But
I know, but yeah, that's just where my brain went. But
so they were actually Kit Kats because they got the contract with F1. So they were actually F1 shaped Kit Kats. They were F1 car shaped Kit Kats.
Wow.
Right. It's actually kind of cool. So,
I'm kind of surprised nobody's ever done like a Reese's heist around Easter or Christmas or any of the funny shaped ones.
How many Kit Kats was it?
413,000.
Wasn't it like 2 tons?
It's
something?
like 12 tons.
12 tons. Okay.
Of Kit Kats were stolen. So, the thieves had pulled this heist off. The reason why I can talk about it so freely is because nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah, nobody got hurt, nobody died. So it's a funny story. We can talk about it. Yeah, the thieves posed as law enforcement, tied up the driver on March 26th. So this just happened in Turin, Italy. Like I said before, these were set to release for the European Grand Prix. So this is the start of the F1 season where they're going to be touring through Europe. Really big deal. I mean, F1 has grown so much in the past couple of years. I'm always been a big F1 fan, still am. So I would have probably would have bought one of these just because I would have eaten it and I thought it was cool. But like, yeah, so they are now going to be selling these on the black market, essentially. The police think that these are heading straight to the black market. We're going to be talking about this a lot.
I can't take Europe serious. I really can't take Europe seriously.
But the thing that blows my mind is how much food has been stolen for the European black market of food. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize how big of a deal this was. Like how big the European black market for food actually is.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
It is. I love it. Big fan of this. So
I can't take these people seriously. And
also, it's
the cops show up and the security guard's tied up and he's got a Kit Kat in his pocket. Like that's how I'm picturing it.
This did happen in Italy too, by the way.
They love their calling card. What? Chocolatey fingerprints.
So the thing that makes it even crazier though is the fact that this was likely an inside job because the contents of this shipment were not publicly known. So this was yes.
1 second.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I'm just thinking of like European Batman or something. And just good. It's the Cavity crew. They're heisting again. Yep.
So yeah, that the no arrests have currently been made for this. So that opened up the door for me to think about other like incidents that have happened involving like either snacks or like soda companies or just random food heists. So that's what kind of inspired this whole episode for me. Was just the randomness of this. So another incident involving food was the Great Cheese Robbery. Hell yeah. Played myself out on that one. So back in October 2024, this was in London, so again, Europe. 24 tons of artisan cheddar cheese was stolen from a dairy yard. So it was valued at, and this is American currency, $390,000 worth of cheese was stolen.
See, that surprises me. That's not France or Italy.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
This sounds like some French shit, right?
It really does.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It smells French.
I'm gonna do fromage. Ass shit. Yes.
We're the criminals French. Possibly mice.
Hang on. We're gonna get there actually. Okay. So the people who stole it were actually posed as wholesale buyers for a French company.
Okay.
There's France. So yeah, they were posed as a French retailer to trick them into delivering the cheese, which again mostly high end cheddar cheese from a few places in England. So it was 950 wheels of cheese that were taken until they were just.
High-end cheddar cheese. I got a Ziploc of it in my fucking fridge. High-end cheddar. What is that? A special cow?
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, 950 wheels of cheese were taken until they were discovered.
That is
I didn't know I was going to be so giggly on this episode.
Well, we're talking about ridiculous things,
Right.
so
just the word high-end cheddar cheese, like we gave it a nickname.
This is fucking top of the line, fucking cheddar right here.
They and again, this is all going to the black market. So
Top
like
shelf.
all going to the black market. They did arrest 6 people in connection with it, but yeah, that was just from 2 years ago, which is pretty good.
That's insane.
Excuse me. I'm still recovering from being sick, so I might cough a few times as I'm speaking, so bear with me. But yeah, I have a few. Those are my food related ones, but I do have some Pepsi incidents. Now before we started the episode, we were talking about Pepsi and what have you. Myself and Ben are both Pepsi people. DJ is a Coke person, which
okay, I switched over.
I say Pepsi because of Mountain Dew, but if I have to drink a cola, I'm gonna go with Pepsi still.
It's probably because like I grew up on Pepsi. It's like all my dad drank. So like having a Coke rarely was like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
So I'm gonna push back on that, you son of a bitch. But because everybody grew up on Coke, because that's what's in every restaurant.
Well, I think because it depends upon with the marketing of it all.
Yeah,
because,
well, Coke is always the cheapest with the fountains.
Yeah,
that's
I gotcha.
Yeah, true, but I think this like drinking Pepsi more at the house. It was like probably
no, I get
Pepsi,
that.
milk and water. That was like the drinks at my house, you know. So I think after a while, like
do you guys
when I got my own place, I was like, I'm buying Coke.
Do you guys remember Wildwood?
Oh, dude, yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I just had a conversation about this last night, but yes.
Yeah. That's the one I don't ever want to drink again.
I haven't had it in years, so I can't remember.
It wasn't even like I really hated it or anything. I just like, but like, I don't know. For some reason, it's just like, I never want this again.
Well, I remember going to the grocery store as a kid, with my mom, and she would always like get like the empty carton, and you would fill it up with your own flavors.
Mix and match.
Yeah, mix and match. Yeah. So we always had it in the house. Like that was always a thing.
That's like shit you buy when you go camping and stuff like that.
That was for like parties.
Yeah.
And
we were just poor, so
well, that's why you got it for the birthday parties and everything, because it was cheap.
Yeah.
And whatever.
But I was gonna say the marketing for Pepsi, especially after the 40s, and I don't know why I didn't bring this up for the episode, but I feel like we've talked about this before though, about or at least I've had a conversation with people about this before, about how Pepsi back in the 40s marketed specifically to African Americans. So because of that, I think this like had a history with at least with my family. Like my grandmother would stab you if you brought Coke into her house.
DJ,
she's dead, so you're fine.
There's still hope, but
I'm okay. She needs rest. It's fine. But yeah, they actually had, if I remember, it's like a full department dedicated of African Americans working for Pepsi to market directly to that community. So I think it's just like one of those things where I remember Pepsi a lot more than Coke as a kid. So
that's news to me.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
That's news to me.
But the rest of this about Pepsi is going to be news to you too, because I got a lot going on here.
Well, I looked into the one.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't want to say
fair
it. But yeah, I looked into the one that I questioned in the group chat and everything. I knew nothing about that. Mm-hmm. The other one, I think everybody knows.
Sure. Yeah. I now have 3 things to talk about with Pepsi. So, again, I like Pepsi, but Pepsi has fucked up royally in history. We're going to get into it. So, I'm going to start off with the 349 incident. So, this goes back to 1992. So, obviously, the Cola Wars was its own thing. That could be its own episode, the Coke versus Pepsi thing.
They got a whole thing on Curiosity Stream.
I have watched it.
Same.
I have watched it. It's a good one. Those who have streaming, Curiosity Stream, I think it's like $4 a month, but it's nothing but documentaries. Yeah. This is one of them. The Cola Wars, which is actually a really good episode. It's very informative.
Oh, it was very good.
So back in 1992, Pepsi in the Philippines announced they had a contest going with their bottle caps. So remember back in the day in America when we had like our bottle caps, you open it up, you had like a free, like, oh, this we could read for one free
20 ounce.
Yeah, like they had like promotions for. I remember the Olympics had one for like I had so my fucking cousin lost it, a USA basketball like from Sprite. Like it said USA basketball and Sprite, 'cause I won it through like the bottle cap thing. Okay. So yeah, there were like t-shirts, hats. You got a bunch of shit from these bottle caps. Well, they ran that same promotion in the Philippines because they had a branch of their company there where they bottled and all that stuff in the Philippines. So in the Philippines they had Pepsi, 7-Up, Mountain Dew, and they also had a drink that was specifically to the Philippines that I cannot pronounce, so I didn't write it down. So what happened was these prizes were between bottle caps number 1 and 999. The prizes were up to 1 million pesos, or at the time $40,000 in 1992, which today would be $95,500. So you could win that much money in pesos in the Philippines, which is still a lot of money.
Yeah, like, but over there it's life changing.
That is a life changing amount of money. Yeah. So for example, this amount of money, if we were to win the 1 million pesos in the Philippines at the time, it was 611 times more than the average household income of the Philippines. Yeah, so if you got that much money, like you said, that is a life-changing amount of money. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into why that's so important here in a second. So as an example of how popular this was, Pepsi's financials actually went from $10 million to $14 million in the market of that time, because people were just buying the shit out of this stuff because they were very surprised they could win. So what had happened is to this point, it looks like by May, there was over 50,000 prizes had been redeemed by this point. So people were just winning shit all over the place, and it was going pretty well. And at this point, 17 people actually had won a grand prize. So, this is actually going pretty well.
Oh, my favorite part of it, and not to cut you off, I don't know if you're going to bring it up or not, but on the chance that you don't, my favorite part was that they announced on TV.
Yes, I was.
Because I didn't understand when you mentioned it, that, it wasn't like even a cap contest as much as a lottery.
Yeah.
Like, that was the part I didn't understand.
Yeah. So it was announced on TV every night. So every night you would get a reading for it, for the numbers.
Absolutely wild, because the thing I watched on it is they showed old footage.
Yeah.
And whatnot, and it was like, man, this is like a 90s game show time capsule.
Yeah.
Everything was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, completely different from here.
Oh, yeah. So, in May 25th, 1992, the grand prize number was 349, hence the name of this incident. It was supposed to have been 2 bottle caps with this number. So 2 people were going to win 1 million pesos. And again, if you think about even just the math of it all, this would have cost Pepsi $40,000 to pay out. So $80,000 for these 2 people, right? Dude, like, they were making millions off of this shit. It was like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, you're paying a rounding error.
Honestly. So instead of it just being 2 bottle caps, it was 800,000 bottle caps.
Holy shit.
With this number.
It was 800?
800,000 people had this bottle cap, which is a very large number of people. So obviously, people were like, dude, We won. Our lives are changed. Because again, this is a game-changing amount of money.
This is that scene out of Bruce Almighty when everybody wins. Everybody wins the lotto. I got $15.
Exactly. But like, imagine like you're like in your house and like you're like, oh my god, this your whole family's ecstatic. But then you hear their neighbors with the same noise. Like, wait a minute. And people across the street with the same shit. Like, wait a minute.
Did you ever see that video? I mean, it's probably 10, 15 years old by now, but that video of the, I don't know, it was like a whole shift at like a Denny's or something. They thought that they won the lotto, but they were reading the numbers from the night before. And they started celebrating and partying, and a number of them had quit and everything until they found out that
slapping the customers.
I got a grand slam for you. No, I did not see that, but that seems reminiscent.
It's old by now, but I hadn't thought about it until this moment. But so it's that, but on a national level.
Oh yeah. So naturally, people were pissed. So the issue with these bottles is that there was no security code on the bottom of it, so it was supposed to be a number and then like a security code beneath it. Well, these bottles, because they were printed in error, didn't have the security code. Obviously, they weren't going to, pay out this money. Well, the people, of course, were fucking pissed. Because, again, this is a life-changing amount of money for them. They were about to, everything was about to change for them. So Pepsi originally came out and said, well, the bottles with the security code can't be redeemed. Too bad, so sad. Fuck off.
What did the security code do?
I guess it was just a code to verify the bottle itself was legit, or the cap was legit.
Okay.
So the next day, so they said like, okay, if you don't have a security code in it, can't be redeemed. The next day, they actually came out with a completely different number. They came out with the number 134 the next day to replace that number that was printed in error as the winning number. Well, dude, people were pissed. Like fuck off, man. So on May 27th, they offered these folks, all of these people, 500 pesos or $18 as a sorry, my bad for the mistake. So
wow,
yeah.
Make sure you buy more Pepsi with this.
You're right. Exactly.
Yeah, why don't you buy another case and see, try your luck?
Right, try your luck at this game here. So apparently 486,000 people did accept this, which ended up costing Pepsi $8.9 million just to give this apology.
Wow.
But people were still pissed because that's not the entire number of people. So they started protesting. They were peacefully protesting outside of the Pepsi company. Like I said before, there was a bottling plant and distribution center in the Philippines. They were just protesting outside of the plant. It was all peaceful until it wasn't. So on one of the days of the protest, a makeshift explosive device was used to attempt to destroy a truck. Instead of it doing that, it actually killed 3 Pepsi employees, killed a teacher, and killed a kid. So a child was killed in this Pepsi riot. One of the people that they accused of the bombing actually said that they were paid by Pepsi to do this. So it's essentially a false flag operation from Pepsi is what they were trying to allude
Agent
to.
provocateur.
Yeah, that. So obviously people were like, wait a minute, did Pepsi actually do this? Like, it's of course all speculation and what have you. Pepsi was then eventually taken to court. So they ended up having to pay out the Department of Trade 150,000 pesos. And 20,000 people ended up taking legal action through various lawsuits. There's a list. I did not read them all. I'm not going to read them all because it's a lot of them. But anyways, the moral story, though, in 1996, they ended up paying out 10,000 pesos, which is around $380, and moral damages to people. And then in 2001, 3 more people end up getting 30,000 pesos or $580 each. So and then Pepsi pretty much got away with it. It's the long and short of that.
Do you know how hot a Filipino courtroom has to be?
It has to be. You know what will cool them down? Ice cold Pepsi.
I see you're sweating there, Your Honor.
The lawyer just fucking.
I didn't even mean it for a setup. I'm just sitting there thinking like, man, court deliberations in the Philippines?
Oh, it has to be hot.
It's got to be hotter than shit.
What if they offered like the value of pesos, but in Pepsi?
Oh jeez.
What if Coke showed up? Just to make this go away. Santa Claus.
See these polar bears? Cool as hell.
Santa Claus in a sleigh but pulled by polar bears.
Oh my, that is hilarious. Oh man. So actually, while we were talking about that, before we started recording, I didn't write most of this down, so I'm just gonna go off of just a quick search. But Pepsi also was very heavily involved in the Soviet Union during the Cold War. So there was a deal made in 1972 through 1974 where Pepsi was allowed to be the first American brand consumer products sold in the Soviet Union. So there's that. But because the ruble, as most of Soviet Russia was useless. So because of
a tradition that continues.
Yeah, communism, look at it. Anyway, like, oh yes, our people are starving, but you have a Pepsi though. So
imagine those ads. It's just like that cheery 80s, 90s commercial jingle, but it's in a gulag.
That's an image.
All I can think of is the Mentos theme song right now.
Yes, that's good.
Oh my God. If Mentos had a sack, they would have had somebody breaking out a Mentos idea to break out of a Soviet gulag.
Oh my God.
A fucking makeshift Mentos bomb.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
That would have been even better.
Hell yeah.
Coke and Mentos can get together, splash cigars, make a run for it.
Yeah.
Die of starvation 30 steps in.
Oh man.
All the escapees died of dehydration.
They weighed so little that the 2-liter just knocked them back.
Like, how can they weigh so little and still have diabetes? Anyways, so you're right over there, man.
Yeah, this is, oh God, this is going to be ridiculous.
I said at the beginning of this episode, if people are still listening, they were in for a treat.
I didn't know how many roads my brain was going to go down.
It's going pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, the ruble was useless. So what they did was they had a barter system with Russia, where Pepsi was paid in vodka, and that they then sold in the U.S. So yeah, there's that.
I mean, what else do you got?
In 1989, the submarine trade happened. So there was a long-standing rumor around the internet, and this is old internet, obviously, where people were talking about that Pepsi had one of the largest navies in the world. That's because of this deal. So
number 4, I think.
Yeah, Pepsi was rumored to have the 4th largest navy in the world.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Because of this trade deal.
A technicality. Like, technically, it's true. But.
But giant asterisks on that.
I mean, it doesn't help or hurt that their logo is the South Korean flag, though.
Just a battleship with Pepsi logos all over it, like.
All their sailors are jittery.
But I forgot to mention this earlier too. So the reason why Pepsi was there is because Khrushchev loved Pepsi.
Yeah.
So Nikita Khrushchev, the first secretary of the Communist Party, was a giant fan of Pepsi. And it's one of those things, man. You just don't think about it. But back to the Navy thing though. So 89, the trade deal happened. Again, of them having the this large of a Navy, giant asterisk has to be put there, because what happened was again, ruble was fucking useless. So they traded scrap. Decommissioned attack submarines, frigate, cruiser, destroyer were sold for scrap, which was then used to pay Pepsi.
I'm honestly surprised that Soviet metal is worth more than their money.
I'm not. I'm really not. Bringing this now to current time, so post 2022, due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Pepsi has pulled out of Russia as a brand. So
yes. And
because
we found out Coke did as well.
Yeah, Coke did as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, because you're being a dick, you don't get Coke or Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair assessment there. So
Putin's still getting his.
Yeah, that fucking.
He is.
Yeah, probably. Again, the Khrushchev incident again, like where Khrushchev before
Yeah.
Before they made a deal, was still drinking Pepsi even though he wasn't supposed to.
No, right.
So,
have you seen Death of Stalin yet?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch that.
Okay. Well,
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So, where was that here? Oh, yeah. So the other Pepsi thing. So I have one more thing to talk about. Then we can go on to what you guys have for us today. The Pepsi Jet incident. So I have to talk about this.
Of course.
There's a documentary about this on Netflix for those who want to get some more detail on it. But I'm going to give a really overview of it. So 1996. The Pepsi stuff promotion came out. So 96, you guys might remember, the Pepsi stuff.
That's the hilarious thing is like of all the commercials of all time, that is like one of the 5 that is burned in here forever since I was a kid.
Yes.
Like, I remember it vividly.
Me too. So yeah, like it was always playing, of course. And I mean, I remember like, I think we got like a hat from there, like of my Pepsi points or something like that. So the long and short of it though is you were, when you bought a Pepsi, you got a point through like the cap system again. Every point was used to then buy like, you can buy like pretty much just Pepsi merch.
Yeah.
Speaking of merch, we have Required Taste podcast merch. Go look at that. So yeah. So
also not sold in Soviet Russia.
I mean, we'll ship it there eventually.
It might be expensive.
It'll get there, I think.
Maybe.
I don't know. Buy it and find out. So, yeah. So you can like buy merch, t-shirts, hats, stuff like that. Well, the commercial that we were referring to that was burned into our memory, at the end of it shows a kid showing up in a Harrier jet to school. It just makes it show like, oh, this is faster than the bus, whatever. Yep. But yeah, essentially like him flying a Harrier jet that was also branded by Pepsi. And it was like 7 million points.
Yeah, they put a value under it.
Right.
Blatantly.
Yep. Like, 7 million points for this. But they didn't say like, oh, this is a joke. They didn't say that this is, not real.
Yeah.
There was no disclaimer in that. It's like the Red Bull incident before the Red Bull incident.
I would say, if I remember right, this is pretty much where disclaimers came from.
This is what started it for sure. Where like, okay, this isn't really real, but they didn't say that. So a dude, John Leonard, 21-year-old, I think he was a business student at the time, saw this promotion. It's like, wait a minute, this is interesting. So you can not only can you get points through like just buying Pepsi, but you can also just buy points. So it was 10 cents a point. So just some quick math, 10 cents a point would make the Harrier jet $70,000, or $700,000.
Still a bargain.
Yeah.
So yeah, for a $38 million jet, yeah, that's a pretty good fucking deal. So
I went the one that Arnold was in True Lies.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That exact one.
That exact one.
I just can't imagine being in like the meeting, like for like sales pitches and I don't know what you'd call that, promotion, whatever that is.
Yeah, marketing and
advertising meeting.
And somebody was probably like, shouldn't we like put something on there like a disclaimer? And somebody was like, what do you think? Everybody's idiots? Like
the answer should have been yes.
Yeah. Like, I think legitimately they were like, no, they would never.
Nobody would ever be that advantageous.
Yeah. They were wrong. So our boy John ended up finding a few investors. They ended up coming up with money for it, and they gave him money. He raised $700,000. Sent the check in to Pepsi like, hey, I want my points. I want that jet. Let's make it happen. Well, Pepsi was like, dude, no. So he's going to court. He's like, hey, y'all put a value on this. I have the money for it. Where's my jet? Hence the name of the documentary, Pepsi, Where's My Jet? So he lost, obviously. He fucking lost. This dude doesn't have a fucking jet. So Pepsi, pretty much the courts, there's a lot of legal stuff. I didn't write it down because, but yeah, the court's like, dude, no, fuck off. Like, we're not going to give you the jet. It was clearly a joke. The court's like, yeah, it's clearly a joke, blah, 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 blah.
Can you legally own a fighter jet as just a regular civilian?
Yeah,
I don't think it could be the fighter part, but you can own a jet.
It had to be like decommissioned,
right?
Like you can own a tank,
right?
And everything. You can have a tank in your garage.
I don't know if there was some because it's flying in the air and airspace. Like, is that even legal?
Oh, I mean, as long as you're adhering to the laws, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, a jet's a jet.
Yeah.
Right.
And
without the guns.
And also, I mean, honestly, there's probably a way to a lengthy way to own a functioning tank. As well. And
I would love to find out.
Yeah, and like I mean, we can go get one as a vehicle, but as an actual weapon, I'm sure there's a lot. Because at the end of the day, it's just a gun. That's what it basically counts as a gun on wheels. You can have it, you can own a cannon, you can make a cannon. You're just putting one on tracks.
Guys in court, like, it is my constitutional right to own this fighter jet.
I mean,
dude. I mean, go back in history and look when we had private ships.
That's amazing.
There's case law for it.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's a whole thing.
God, I love it.
Yeah, if anybody's gonna figure out how to actually own a tank, Ben, I know it's you.
Oh, I already know. I can't answer the weaponized component, but I'm sure there's some sort of level of FFL that allows you to have it. You can go to Vegas and shoot one.
I'm aware of that. That's one of the only reasons why I would ever go to Vegas.
Yeah, and so I mean that is a privately owned tank. So I mean there is. I'm sorry, a privately owned functioning tank.
Yeah.
So there's a way, there's a method. It's like anything else in the world. It's paperwork.
Yeah.
My arch enemy.
Yeah.
So this dude obviously didn't get the jet. There's a Netflix documentary about it. It's actually pretty good. I have watched it. It's pretty good. But yeah, so this calls for Pepsi to update their marketing strategy. This added more disclaimers like we were just talking about before. The Red Bull incident is my only other like reference of thing like that.
Yeah. What are you talking about there? Because I think
the Red Bull gives you wings case. So when somebody was like, "Dude, I didn't get wings from Red Bull. What is this?"
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I've never heard of this.
Incredibly fucking stupid.
Oh,
obviously, because we know it wasn't. You know.
I can understand the Harrier jet. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because you gave a monetary value to a Harrier jet. But so documentary came out in 2022. This year, actually, I believe it was in February of this year, Frontier Airlines, which came.
Fight Club in the air. them in spirit.
Dude, I've flown Frontier once in my life, and I never thought I was going to die so much. But I was over the ocean, too. So it was like I was over the ocean. I'm like, I'm going to die in this thing.
Better hit it hard.
Yeah, right. It better kill me. Because I swear if I got straight in the middle of the ocean, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm not Tom Hanks in it out here.
Nope.
Yeah, no way.
There was a joke there, but I'm not going to make it on the podcast anyways.
I think I figured it out.
Yep, that's a Patreon joke.
Mm-hmm. Indubitably.
Follow our Patreon, by the way, aftertaste. Anyway, Frontier Airlines 2026, again this year, I think it was February, gave John 7 million miles for free. So he actually can fly the rest of his life for free with Frontier. So at least somebody gave him help the boy up.
They were like, good luck, buddy.
Right. Like, we suck, but it's free at least.
This will make you feel like you're in war.
Yeah. This is the closest thing we got to a jet.
Are we banking right now? No, the engines are just failing.
Oh, fine. Again.
If you pay the pilot enough money, he might let you fly this thing.
You might. You know? Like a smooth, crisp Andrew Jackson. Fix that right
away. 20 minutes tops.
Only at Frontier or Spirit would Andrew Jackson be bribe money. Like,
it has to be crisp.
Like the other ones, it's 100 easy,
right?
But only these ones is at $20.
Yep.
Just living this like, what say you go take a lunch break?
This is half a 20.
It's like
the other half. You get the other half when you get back. Oh man. So yeah, that's that source. That's all I got, man. That's my my stuff for today. You guys can Ben, you want to lead us in?
I guess I'll drag Coca-Cola. Well, not even Coca-Cola really, but
sure.
For this. So yeah, mine kind of short and sweet. But in 2006, I didn't know this until recently. In 2006, there was a corporate espionage case against not against Coca-Cola, but against one of Coca-Cola's employees. This woman, let me get on the correct page here. Here we go. Joya Williams. So the backstory here is at any given time, I guess only 2, maybe 3 people know the complete recipe of Coca-Cola and everything. And it's that old adage that people talk about, as the most guarded recipe on earth and whatever. But only like 2 or 3 people at any given time know the complete. So everybody else, if you work in this department, you know this much. If you work in this department, you know this much, and so on and so forth. And apparently none of these people ever have lunch together. But that's not me saying that they don't. That's just me calling out bullshit that nobody else knows the complete thing. at some point, some coworker has gotten somebody else hammered. So hey, what's the other half of this puzzle?
Makes me think how many people Coca-Cola's had killed.
What was Kennedy drinking when his head exploded?
Okay, maybe his head just did that.
So anyway, real brief thing there. But anyway, so yeah, you fast forward in this lady, Joya Williams. She's one of these, or near one of these people, an administrative assistant to Coca-Cola's global brand director, and more or less got this feeling that she, I don't know, wasn't appreciated, wasn't being paid enough, and so on and so forth as these things go, and formulated this plan. And where did I go here? And she met up with Ibrahim Dimson.
He sounds like a villain.
If I remember, he was actually an ex-con, and he had just gotten out. They met at Thanksgiving at I don't know, some mutual friend's place and whatnot, and yeah, he was an ex-con. I could not find out what for. But yeah, he had been in for something else, had just gotten out, and this idea was proposed, and he went, "I'm in." And so I'll give this in a timeline version. So basically May 19th, 2006, or no, actually, I'm sorry, that's me skipping ahead. So basically what she did before we get to the timeline, she starts Xeroxing and this, what have you, storing stuff on thumb drives and smuggling stuff out of the office and everything, assembling all these documents and what have you. And I was kind of amazed at how much was needed versus a one-page document of this is how you do it.
Just 3 words.
Yeah, it's like
it's funny. Like after I worked in corporate America for so long, I'm like, yeah, there's probably a bunch of documents for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like the secret ingredient is 1 cup of brown sugar. Yeah, like you needed all this paperwork to bring with and what have you. But anyway, so yeah, so she assembles all this stuff, everything, brings it back. At some point, they bring in this other guy, Edmund Dehaney, equally villainous name, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
And I might be mispronounced. It might be Duhaney, but anyway, yeah. So steals the confidential documents and samples of unreleased Coca-Cola products.
Okay.
And the one I only found it in one place, so it could be incorrect, but it was Pepsi Black, and I had never heard of this. It's Coke infused with coffee.
Okay.
And whatnot. So I never heard of such a thing. So I mean, maybe it was something they were proposing, and it never made it to market or whatever. But that was the one time I heard a name put to something that she took was Pepsi Black. So it might have just been an idea. But yeah. So it takes the samples and where it gets interesting is the whole reason they were doing this is because the group decided. During the planning phase of this was they were going to sell it to Pepsi for the astronomical sum of $1.5 million.
They're going to sell them their shit back to them? Is that what you're saying?
No,
the competition.
Pepsi.
Oh,
Pepsi.
Okay.
Yeah, to the competition.
I missed that.
Yeah, so yeah, this is one Coca-Cola worker and then, a couple cohorts, and they're going to sell it to Pepsi for, like I said, a whole 1.5 mil. Mm-hmm. So like...
That's fucking wild.
Oh, it's bad. This reminds me, and I think I've told you the story. This reminds me of a guy I used to know long time ago who actually went to jail for robbing a bank for $2,000. Not he robbed the bank and got $2,000. He went in there and demanded $2,000 and left.
I need $2,000.
and that's told them he had like some sort of firework on him, told him that he had a bomb or called it a bomb and whatnot. And I want $2,000. And that's what he went to jail for. Not because he went big and this is what he left with. So this is like the white collar version of the moron I knew.
I went to high school with some guys that did a heist at a movie theater.
What?
You guys might remember it. It was in Hobart. It was back in like 2006, 2007. But two guys working at a movie theater.
Were they named Ibram and Edmund? Because this is 2006.
They worked there, and they came in there and on their off day, obviously, in mask and like threatened people that worked there, tried to break into the safe.
No shit.
And they legitimately were like just graduated high school. Like they were like just out of high school.
Wow.
And they were like fucking, I remember them being like jocks. Like they played football, like, like popular type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very awkward. I just thought about that.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Back in 06 or 07.
So, and I'll talk more about it once we're done recording. But Greg knows exactly who I'm talking about. It's somebody
of course he does.
Well, no, it's somebody we worked with. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and way back when. Yeah. And so anyway, fun stories.
I actually do think you and Greg were together when you told me the story.
I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure because I know the story, but
because I called Greg. This is the last thing I'll say about it because it is hilarious. I read about it in the paper. And everything. That's how long ago this was.
That's what makes it funnier.
I read about it in the paper, and I called Greg to tell him what I found out. And another buddy of mine was on his way over. I was going to tell him because me and him worked together. I called Greg. He answered the phone laughing because he already read it or heard it. I forget. But I called him to tell him about it, and he answered the phone full belly laugh. And everything. I was like, oh, I was like, it was not to laugh when somebody's down, but it was a great fucking day.
Well, I mean, you can always laugh at somebody that does something stupid.
Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, but oh god, yeah. So anyway, moving on. So they sent this to Pepsi's, I forgot to write it down, but their VP of like innovation and strategy or something. It had some corporate ass name, but basically the guy in charge of coming up with new ideas and whatnot. So they sent the letter, or I'm sorry, they sent it all or some of it in an envelope, more to be sent later, but they sent an envelope with, and you'll enjoy this because of letter, Kenny, with just the word Dirk on it.
Dirks.
And for whatever it was, I couldn't understand. Like it's supposed to be the guy's like pseudonym, the ex-con, but I couldn't really see where he signed anything. I might be wrong about that. I might not have looked at the right thing, but it's like he just like wrote it on the outside, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay. But anyway, not that any of this does, but yes, Dirks and whatnot. So send it over, and with basically their proposal and this, that, and the other, and Pepsi, Pepsi sent a fax over to Coca-Cola immediately, and what have you, and because I don't know, like some of the videos and things I was reading, it was real, not to take anything away from them, but we're real quick to like, and and Pepsi did the right thing, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, they couldn't do anything with it anyway. Don't give credit where it's not due.
Right.
And whatnot. So they alerted Coca-Cola, sent what they knew and everything. And then Coca-Cola alerted the FBI.
Of course they did.
And what have you, because, and I think the reason the FBI was on it right away is and I'm guessing here because it's not an area of the law I really understand, but you're dealing with trade secret law.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that's why it becomes a federal issue, and you're not just dealing with the regular cops and whatnot. And also now that I think about it, I'm sure Coca-Cola and Pepsi aren't in the same state, so you are crossing state lines anyway.
Sure.
So interstate crime. So there's two reasons. So anyway, FBI gets involved, and they start the most ridiculous sting. I mean, not to oversell, not that it was like a ridiculous thing. It's just a ridiculous sentence that's coming out of my mouth right now. The Coca-Cola sting, and what have you. So they had an agent.
I was like, oh man, what task force you on? Oh, about the Coke task force. Like, oh man, this cartel's like, no. No, the other Coke task force.
Coca-Cola.
The Coca-Cola task force. Like, oh.
Just an entire sting operation filled with trainees.
Yeah. Right. It's like, oh man, what task force? Oh man, I'm handling the Coke case. Like, oh man, it's really tough, man. You got to deal with these international cartels, man. Like that's really hardened criminals right there. No, the other one. No, the sugary one.
These are interstate soda cartels.
Like, oh. Well, good luck with that, man. It's real hardcore.
Pepsi calls Coca-Cola. They're like, hey, why don't you keep your trash in your side of the yard?
That's like the level of Demolition Man the movie didn't get to. It's like corporate sponsored street gangs.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
So they alert Coca-Cola, FBI gets involved. The FBI more or less poses as somebody from Pepsi and everything as an interested buyer. A whole bunch of back and forth ensues over weeks. And like that was the thing I was actually surprised by was it wasn't like, I don't know, a couple days thing. So they kept sending documents, this and the other. And let's see here. And then in 2006 they were arrested. Actually, let me go back to the timeline here. So yeah, May 19th, 2006, PepsiCo receives a letter in a Coca-Cola. Oh, I forgot to mention that. They actually, I don't know why this tickles me, but it does. They sent the original letter in a Coca-Cola business envelope. I don't know why that entertains me, but it does.
Because it's like such a level of lazy.
You're trying to say something that's not really being said.
Right.
Like I don't know what the objective there is.
Well, you already stole the recipe. Now you're stealing their fucking letterheads. How dare you?
So
why stop there?
Yeah. Right.
So
I'm not gonna go and buy my own posters for this.
I stole everything else.
Right.
So yeah, that's when they received the letter. The sender, Dirk, claims to be a high-level Coca-Cola employee and offers to sell blah blah blah. Let's see here. They notify Coke, and here we go.
So he's a capo.
So June 2006, Dimson provides the undercover agent with 14 pages of Coca-Cola documents marked classified, highly restricted as proof of access. He requests $10,000 for these documents. June 16, 2006. An exchange occurs at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. They so desperately wanted to be spies. Dimson provides a glass bottle containing a liquid product sample and additional highly confidential documents.
Why the airport?
They wanted to be spies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like usually like the spy movies where like you meet at the airport, they have something like in your arm, like that's covered in a newspaper.
Do the drop or a dead drop.
Or it's in the airport locker number, blah blah blah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
it's so overdone.
Yeah, like it's like I want to be taken seriously, so I'm not going to suggest them all. Let's do the airport.
Right.
You know, and which is actually even dumber when you consider this is after 9/11.
Right. Like, security's like so high.
When there's eyes everywhere, and you also can't go to all the places that you could 5 years ago.
Right.
But anyway, where'd I go? Oh, so yeah, additional highly confidential documents. In return, the undercover agent provides $30,000 in cash delivered inside, and I found this one place, so I can't confirm it, but I hope it's true. Inside a yellow Girl Scout cookie box. I hope that's true.
Because it's getting more and more ridiculous as our story goes on. Please continue.
Yes. Yeah. June 27, 2006, let's see here. A bank account is opened under the name Noble House Group LLC at Duhaney's address. That's the third guy. To facilitate a large transfer, the undercover agent offers $1.5 million for the remaining trade secrets. July 5th, 2006, Williams, Dimson, and Duhaney are arrested in Atlanta on the day the $1.5 million deal was scheduled to conclude. And from there, it's, February 2nd, the following year, Williams is convicted of conspiracy to steal and sell trade secrets. And in May of 2007, Williams and Dimson were both sentenced to federal prison. If I remember right, she got 8 years and he got 5. The other guy, I think, got supervision because he didn't really do much during the whole spiel. I don't know, kind of a facilitator.
Got arrested for sending some fucking faxes.
I mean, more or less. Well, he opened the account, so that was kind of the extent of his crime. But then also he was the one that actually testified against the other two.
Oh,
yeah. So he was Pepsi in the.
Oh yeah.
I just imagine like him in like the interrogation room, like you know how like they always like portray the snitch always getting like lunch or like food and shit, but like they give him like McDonald's and then a Coke.
Yeah. Oh, it's like that Seinfeld episode when Newman is getting all hot under the light, even though he's doing the interrogation.
Yes.
Can I have a sip? No.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, that more or less that's it. You know, I mean, some kind of uninteresting stuff. Coca-Cola, you know, beefed up their security and what have you, and after all this, but yeah, basically just a really, really ridiculous sting operation.
Yeah, that's
for
because the more I think about it over here, I'm like, man, like these dudes were about to like you know risk it all for 1.5 mil between what 4 people, 3 people,
yeah.
Dude, like, if I'm gonna fucking do some shit, I'm gonna do something that's gonna get me not having to work the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Like, if I'm going to risk going to jail, I'm going to jail for multiple millions.
Also, it's going to a foreign bank account, not one here. This is not legal advice.
Right.
But
yeah, I'm not setting myself up for anything. But like, this no $1 billion goes missing. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I'm doing it for the big number, not
right.
some damn pocket.
Right. I'm going to
change.
set up an account or a bank account that can be monitored by the country that I'm ripping off. And yeah, just absolute lunacy. And yeah, absolutely tickled pink when I read about it, I don't know, months ago. And then the Kit Kat thing happened. I was like, oh wait, I got something to add.
Yeah. So like, yeah, just math wise, we're talking about 500,000 per person. That's not a lot of money.
No. Even in 2006.
That's
not, you know, and these are young people.
It'll last you a couple years, maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Also, if you're doing this kind of shit, it's not going to last you.
No. Yeah.
You've never had this kind of money before. You're going to blow right through. You're going to be like any other NFL superstar, broken 5.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So that's my story. That's why Shaq's success is so like noteworthy.
Well, he's also not a horrible person, which is always nicer too. Like,
well, no, absolutely, but his longevity financially, like that,
because his face is on everything.
Exactly.
He has his own pizza.
Exactly. No rest. You know, no rest, and then also makes pretty good financial decisions. Oh yeah,
100%. Well, I mean, like, look at a lot of because like you mentioned athletes, and I think after who was it? It seems like this infamous NBA player. I forgot who it was now. Jeez, it's been a long day, but where once they found out he was broke, a lot of people started taking their finances more seriously, and it still of course happens. Like it was still fine.
You
like,
know what? I think I gotta.
Right, I forgot who it was.
You just something in that sentence just reminded me of something.
Yeah, because like they lost everything, of course, but that's why a lot of professional athletes have financial advisors.
Right. Maybe we had this conversation before.
We might have.
Yeah.
We might have.
Because I can't think of why else I would have been in a conversation like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't talk about sports ever, so I don't know.
No, not unless I'm around you, pretty much.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
No, it's more than fine. But yeah, there was something said in front of me that you just.
Yeah.
You just hit on, and I can't remember either.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been so long since I've even thought about it. But like that's because like these kids are getting millions of dollars. Yeah,
you're going 0 to 100.
Yeah, especially since most athletes, especially look at their history, they came from a lot of nothing. So
exactly.
And so yeah, I bought my mama a car. I spent the rest on PCP.
Straight to the strip.
I do miss MTV just for cribs. You're gonna be broke.
Yeah, it broke my heart when a lot of it was staged. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. Except for Red Bands.
Yeah, Red Bands.
Red Bands is still one of my favorites.
Straight in the apartment. Yeah.
The dude was sleeping on the floor and shit.
I like the Dave Chappelle one.
Yeah,
the one he made fun of.
Yeah, it was an ostrich egg. No, it was like a pterodactyl leg or some shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that until just now. He's got the whole sweatshop in a garage.
He did. Oh, Chappelle was so ahead of his time. All right, Deej, what you got?
All right, I got a good one. This is the Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist. I didn't actually say that out loud.
Slow moving.
Okay, so between 2011 and 2012, between 3,000 and 3,300 tons of maple syrup was siphoned, which is about 9,000 to 9. Jesus Christ.
What is with you today?
9,000 to 10,000 barrels.
That's a big ass straw.
Yeah.
And repeat the number one more time. The figure.
3,300 tons is what they estimate.
3,300 tons
of maple syrup.
Wow.
It's a lot of maple syrup.
And I'm going to get into at the end how fucking valuable maple syrup is. I was unaware.
Yeah.
How much value this stuff holds. But this was stolen from Quebec's strategic reserve.
I'm sorry. What?
I will get into this as well. We're gonna
need some more of this.
Strategic reserve
I'm gonna get to
of
this.
maple syrup.
We have strategic reserves of oil. They have strategic reserves of maple syrup. That makes sense for Canada.
These are not real places.
Now, to give you a value on how much maple syrup they stole, what it was worth, 18.7 million Canadian dollars.
Oh, okay. You know what? I just hopped on Wikipedia just to kind of keep up with you.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know when that number is from?
This would have been 2011, 2012.
Okay, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
It's 25.2 mil in Canadian dollars.
Yeah,
it's a big number.
So yeah,
it's a lot of loonies and toonies.
Okay, so
they're not real. They can't be real.
By the way, for those listening and don't know why that joke was funny, loonies and toonies is the name of their currency.
Yeah,
I believe is it toonies are their paper, loonies are their coin.
I believe you're correct.
It's been a while since I've been in Canada.
I believe you're correct.
Now, this reserve I talk about, like I said, this is located in Quebec and Saint Louis de Blandford.
Oh my lord! I just found it. Continue. I'll be over here judging.
And this was actually this is like the biggest heist case in Canadian history was this maple syrup thing.
This is the most Canadian thing ever.
Hold the fuck on. This is the biggest heist of all Canadian history.
Canadian history.
I'm sorry.
Like you said,
I'm sorry. Hold on. This place is claiming to be an actual country to people that watched, like the North Hollywood shootout in grade school on live television, and this is their great fucking heist?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, Canada!
Now, this reserve I talk about is the Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers, or the FPAQ. Nicknamed the Syrup Cartel.
FPAC.
Or the OPEC of maple syrup. Because they control productions, they set quotas, and they basically set the market for maple syrup. Now, this is a very interesting fact. Quebec produces about 90% of the maple syrup that is made in Canada and sold. And in the world, they control about 70% of what goes out to the world.
That's a big number.
Yeah, which makes literally Quebec, they are the Federal Reserve of maple syrup.
So it's not filled with just a bunch of fake French people. Who would have thunk it?
So this is why they have to, if they want to go to space, they have to hitch a ride with us, like they are right now.
Now...
But their pancakes are delicious.
Now, the way this Federal Reserve...
This is French Canada. They have crepes.
I'm not letting this go. Strategic fucking reserve.
Now, basically, they run this like a cartel because they don't allow anyone else to sell maple syrup unless they buy it from them wholesale. They have control of all the maple syrup. Making it so fucking valuable, which I'm going to get into kind of towards the end of this.
It's like diamonds. It's just like the beers with the fucking diamonds. There's no actual rarity to it. It's just a controlled.
It's a very controlled market. Yeah,
control scarcity.
There you go.
Got it.
Oh my god, I hate Canada.
Not only do they control the market, they charge people, a price for maintaining and controlling their syrup. So they have fees on top of all of this control that they have, just making them this, like I said, a cartel, basically, a French-Canadian cartel. Okay, so
it's just
the most polite cartel ever. Pay us what you owe, or we're gonna ask you again. I don't know why I made him Southern, but
okay. So basically, I'm gonna get into how this heist worked and the names of everybody. Basically, these guys had siphoned this maple syrup through these barrels they're white barrels, and they're labeled barrels that are supposed to be inspected only once a year. And apparently, the security and everything at this place was very, very lackadaisical. They didn't have a lot. It's like
Canada,
like a movie.
Also, it's syrup. Even if there's a leak, you got time.
We had an episode about that.
We really
molasses.
did.
Yeah, the molasses flood.
Yeah.
I think that was one of our first episodes we ever recorded.
It was early. I know I wasn't on it, but it's an early one. I know that much.
So basically, there was 3 individuals involved in this, and this was an inside job. They had siphoned the syrup out of these barrels over the course of, almost a year, between 2011 and 2012, and they replaced the syrup that they had siphoned out with water.
This is Breaking Bad. This is a train heist on Breaking Bad. A TV show is more interesting than Canada. Continue. I have so many things to say.
Now, the police eventually caught on to this because an employee had actually tripped and knocked over one of these barrels, exposing the water leaking out of it, which led to an investigation. The police, or I don't know what the Canadian police force is called.
Mounties.
Yeah.
The Mounties called Operation Sticky. Basically, these people had shipped the stolen syrup to provinces like New Brunswick and Ontario, and even onto U.S. states like Vermont, New Hampshire, where buyers of a freer market would purchase these and sell it as legitimate syrup. In which is this investigators had eventually traced this chain all the way back to these 3 individuals who had stolen all of this syrup.
Their greatest heist ever, and it took a year to complete.
Yeah, and literally,
I'm.
They were caught by like I said, they do a yearly inspection. It's like an audit of these barrels, and this was the employee that had tripped over it, so they got found by a fucking auditor, by a safety inspection auditor. Which that's a real slap in the face, right?
Yeah, it reminds me of like when you have like these mafia bosses getting taken down by taxes.
Yeah,
Al Capone.
Yeah, Al Capone.
The individuals were
at least that was real crime.
Yeah.
At least everything up until that point, like with the Al Capone thing, like it's a matter of necessity. This is all they got.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna get into like the value and why there was such a big black market for maple syrup.
I hope you do.
Yeah. So the individuals involved, the mastermind, they say, was Richard Valires. He was, they called the longtime syrup middleman and the black market operator of that. They have Avik Karen, who tied the warehouse access and logistics. They had Etienne St. Pierre, and who was the maple syrup buyer, and he was kind of the guy who was going to distribute everything and all that stuff. In total, around 16 to 17 people were arrested and charged. Some were truckers, warehouse workers, brokers, all types of moving parts to this. Like you said, there's it's not just as simple as taking the syrup. A lot of people were involved in this.
Instead of Ocean's 11, it's Pierre's 17.
That was my first. I'm like, man, this reminds me of like some Ocean's 11 shit. And then I'm like, man, these introductions of characters reminds me a lot of like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's like they never show the object in those movies, like whatever it is obtaining. But it's imagine if you find out it's just like a jar of maple syrup.
Mm-hmm. God, that would be a Guy Ritchie movie.
Or like
really good on this.
Or Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
The briefcase.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The ringleader was sentenced to 8 years in prison in order to pay a multi-million-dollar fine, about 12.5 million Canadian dollars, depending on the how much syrup they had actually recovered. They recovered about 450 tons of this syrup, which was about a third of what was stolen. Some of which they couldn't even do anything with because it was deemed unsafe for consumption because it was distributed and transported poorly. So they had no use for it.
I think they pronounce it poorly.
Huh? God damn it.
Fucking Canadians.
So, a barrel of Quebec maple syrup has been quoted around $1,200 to $1,800 Canadian dollars per barrel, around $4 per pound, making it 10 to 26 times more valuable than a barrel of crude oil. The maple industry contributes to 1.39 billion Canadian dollars to the Canadians' GDP, export to over 60 countries. It's kind of like a big
more valuable than a barrel of oil to Canada or the world, because I'm calling some bullshit.
Dollars per pound. I think they're averaging this out. What you make out of it?
I'm calling shenanigans.
I don't know. You have to look it up. Let's see. Can we compare the prices for?
Well, no, that's because I'm just asking, like, from whose perspective is it more valuable?
I don't know. Should I fucking?
Continue. I'll just be over here and be mad about the answer I formulated in my head.
Yeah, still kind of fucking crazy though. So because this I was gonna say Federation Reserve. I almost said Federation, the Maple Federation, because they control
WWE.
Because they control the market of maple syrup, and like other places who are obviously gonna buy maple syrup, it's way cheaper to buy it off the black market, raising the price of. So if you were to buy, maybe that's what it is, the black market price of a barrel of oil compared to
well, there is that
syrup,
yeah.
So yeah, I really don't know what they're comparing it to. But in Canada, let's say it referenced this in Canada. Yeah, syrup is more than oil.
I mean, I believe, because what else do they fucking have?
Yeah, which is still fucking wild.
Syrup, beavers, and hockey in that order.
And they have a Federal Reserve of oil.
Actually, I think oil. I think Quebec has its own oil supply.
I don't know, honestly.
It's not oil; it's just syrup.
Oh, that's fair.
They lied.
Strategic syrup reserve. I can't wrap my head around that. I really cannot. Like, it would be one thing to have a giant vat of syrup and say, yeah, this is the collection point for all the syrup in the nation, or whatever the hell Canada's masquerading as. It's the word strategic maple syrup reserve, implying there is some sort of strategy to the dispersion of said maple syrup. Like, hey, this winter's going to be rough, so we're going to unlock the reserves for our Canadian countrymen. And what?
Oh, by the way, I was wrong. Quebec does not have its own oil.
Okay.
It actually did say that they have potential, but they've never drilled for it. So
that doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they only have so much land to play with,
right
up there. So, well, only so much usable land.
Well, yeah, most of the country is frozen underneath ice.
Yeah.
So.
Well, most of the I forget exactly how it was worded, but like most of Canada's population lives further south than Washington State is, because of the way and the sphere of the earth and what have you. But yeah, most of their population is condensed right there in the Great Lakes region.
I'm imagining the Goodfellas scene where everybody gets caught, but it's a Canadian style. It's a fucking maple ice.
Yeah, and they're all stuck to the floor.
Or like they kill somebody with maple syrup. Just waterboard them with maple syrup.
That's going to be a long scene. Like it's not. Oh my lord! It's not a serious country.
72 hours later,
Canada and Europe are not serious places. Oh my lord! My lord!
And it wasn't the only heist. There was like 3 or 4 other quote unquote heists where
of syrup
at the same place. Yeah, where people had stolen around 50 to 100 barrels. It was never anything huge like this one, still all inside jobs. So
Canada, I do not respect you. I already had a problem with your Mounties and the way that you search for dead people.
I'm like thinking, have I ever had like good, authentic maple syrup?
I'm doing all my shopping with Vermont on principle at this point.
But yeah, that was the great Canadian maple syrup heist.
Nice. Yeah, there's a few like other heists that we didn't cover today, but there's always potential for another episode of these shenanigans.
Yeah, DJ, thank you so much for finding that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I actually don't mean that disingenuously. Like, I'm so glad you found that one because I have a whole new reason to be mad at Canada.
There was a lot, dude. There were
I have a lot.
The list of all the other ones. I was like, this is
there's a lot.
Wild,
right?
Dude.
The black market for food and snacks and stuff is insane,
it's
man.
Pretty crazy.
Like it's more in depth than I ever imagined.
That was the biggest thing learning about all this was the black market.
I'm sure I'm sure they're like 90% of that chunk is our food going out versus the other way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I would be willing to put money on that. That 90% of it is just getting your hands on like American food.
If you guys get a hands on one of your Grand Prix Kit Kats, send us an email requiredtastepodcast@gmail.com.
Also, if you had the chance to go to Canada, don't.
If you're thinking about traveling to Canada,
I've been a handful of times. It's okay. I will never go back to Quebec though, but I've been to Canada a few times. Vancouver's cool.
Until they have like noteworthy crime, they don't deserve to visit.
You can go to upstate New York, look at Niagara Falls. You get close. You don't need to go.
But you have to go to the Canada side to see the whole thing, though. The United States side kind of sucks for.
You can go. Yeah, it does.
It really does. Like I can't even joke about that, dude. Like the United States side of the falls is kind of bullshit. So you have to go to Canada for the full.
I remember driving through that, and I was like, well, this is it?
Yeah, this is bullshit.
And we got the Grand Canyon.
We do have the world's butt crack.
Yeah.
That is true. Well, if we made it this far in the episode, we do appreciate giving us a listen to. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share, give us a rating on wherever you listen to us at too. If you're not already following us, please do. Since we started doing episodes once every 2 weeks now, you might miss one. So if you're following us, you might not miss it. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're pretty good. We're kind of funny, and we hope you enjoy it. Check out our merch. If you have a chance to and want to hear us more unhinged, check out our Patreon. That's Aftertaste. It's pretty good. I think we have 11 episodes on that.
Yeah, something.
So it's $1. You can get access to those. Pretty good stuff. Anyways, any final remarks, boys?
I think I said everything I needed to.
Yep, that's fair. All right, cool. Well, as I said before, we appreciate you giving us the support. It's been 4 whole years. And, we'll see what happens in the future. We appreciate you giving us a listen, and y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.